Salutations, Utopians. Hope all is well in your world. Another interesting game that I found today in the G League Summit. Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Brooklyn Nets. OKC's already had a little bit of run from the Salt Lake City. I don't know how this really works but they're in Vegas playing Brooklyn. Brooklyn, this is their first action as a unit, and it looked like it, quite frankly. Very unimpressed with whoever was the coach. Won't say any names, but first and foremost, Nikola Topic looked a lot better playmaking for the Thunder. Was getting to the basket, which is what he does best. What stood out to me most was his playmaking. I do think he could stand to lose a little bit of weight, but he definitely was a positive sign. Uh, that's the guy who I'm mostly concerned with when I'm paying attention to the Thunder Summer League. I don't think he's done enough to crack the rotation over, AJ Mitchell, who's been dominating 6 of 13 today, 20 points. For those of you who are wondering, guys not shooting 50% or better is not a big deal in the Summer League. They're allowed to be more physical, so therefore it can get a little bit more messy out there, sloppy, so to speak. But ultimately, what you want to hope for is just seeing the confidence, the ability and under comprehension of spacing, things of that nature, and just like overall, like I said, being able to really step into your shot, know when to shoot, when not to. Those are the things that are keying in on when you're paying attention to Summer League. AJ Mitchell looks like a guy who doesn't even belong there, and if he was to sit out, Oklahoma would probably landslide, and they're not going to make him sit out because obviously they need other threats on the court to keep Topic looking good. He's been a great topic of conversation for a Summer League game. I don't see him breaking any rotation minutes over Mitchell, over Wiggins or Joe, whichever one stays or leaves. I don't see him cracking minutes, most importantly, over Caruso. Not going to happen. Won't happen. Let's get that out the way. He's not even a friend. He wouldn't get a bucket on Caruso in a 48-minute game. Brooklyn Nets pissed me off today. They were, first of all, where was last summer's G League MVP, Jalen Wilson, right? That was just crazy to me. I don't know why he's not playing. Having an experienced ball handler with guys like Danny Wolf out there, Demon, 2 first-round picks, you want to ensure that you're making their process easy the same way the Thunder made AJ Mitchell's, the same way the Thunder got AJ Mitchell out there to make sure Topic has a guaranteed go-to safety blanket in time of need. That's his tight end for the quarterback. That's his running back. You know what I mean? For the NFL enthusiasts, to make it more clear. They need a safety blanket, and they didn't have that. And the coach was out there running Wolf like a regular traditional center when you needed Wolf to be bringing the ball up the court. And to, because that would have really, truly reset the spacing, kept him creative, because he really does have some flair to his game from Michigan, and that was what intrigued everyone. But they're burying him the same way they're burying Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton has unbelievable tape, and this is the last place you wanted to see Danny Wolf and Grant Nelson go to, the place where versatile big men go to die. It seems like a graveyard for talented players. The other big question to me is, why are we watching Timmy play, guy who dropped 50 out of the G League last year? He should only be playing in preseason. You already got enough 7-footers on the roster who need minutes. Why is Timmy playing? He dropped 50 last season for you in an open rec season, in an open rec league. He should be coming off he should be waiting for his preseason debut. Because that guy like Timmy, anyway, he plays the game correctly. So when you put him in an environment where it's kind of freestyle and people are trying to figure out roles, it's going to be chaotic. Now, don't get me wrong, he dropped 22, but it was like an Adulton Connect last game kind of way, uninspiring. Okay, I guess it was cool, but not for a guy who played in the league and it's a lot of real minutes. That's not what I want to see. You know what I mean? So, he was 10 of 13. It was efficient, 9 rebounds, yes, but it didn't scream like this is, Wolf should have been bringing the ball up. Demon should have been playing point forward. Nelson should have been starting at the 4. And a guy like Timmy should be waiting till preseason, but instead, they're just they're using Wolf like a traditional big. At least let him get a little bit of Segun action. You know what I'm saying? But wasn't happening, and that took away all their creativeness, and it just was underwhelming ultimately at the end of the day. But, hopefully the Brooklyn Nets do better. It was just an attack on my eyes and a waste of my time, honestly, today watching them play. But hopefully, game number 2, it was their first game, and hopefully we'll see more progress moving forward. Hope this video was informative, Utopians. I'll try to do better next time. Global out.